What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger. And as y'all can see, man, by the looks of the title and the screen, I am bringing y'all the first ever 100 plus badge two-way finisher build. But you can actually consider this a two-way sharpshooting slasher or finisher. Of course, look at that, y'all. We got the sharp shooting takeover, which is honestly going to take this build over the top when it comes down to the shooting. Now, there are also going to be ankle breakers included with one of the takeovers that we will be getting. You're going to be able to get every single contact dunk in the game, and on top of all that, this build is honestly going to be part lockdown. So before we get any further into this banger, man, I just gotta say, first things first, thank God for giving me this opportunity and the time to be able to share this with y'all. But man, thank you as well, and y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Now, anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, RGF, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But can we reach 50 big likes on this banger? I would really appreciate that. Hitting that like button, it really helps me out getting this video to other people. So I would just appreciate that if y'all can do it, man. But now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. So yes, I have been going under the small forward position for about a month now. Now the reason being is because we are able to get so many different unique build names out of this position, and also maintain over 100 badges, which for me is going to be one of the most important things. I'm almost done with them. I probably got about 5 to 7 more builds left over under the small forward position that will be having over 100 badges. So after that, best believe, if y'all want me to go into to the point guards, shooting guards, or even power forwards and centers, let me know in the comment section. But when it comes down to the height, weight, and wingspan, I'm going with the height of 6'8", as y'all can see in the top right corner. Weight, I'm going to go with is going to be 185, and the wingspan is going to go up to 7'1", y'all. Now, adjusting these will all but change the name when it comes down to adding these stats in. So if you decide to change up the weight, height, or the wingspan, and you copy the stats that I'm putting on right now, you may get a different build name. It all comes down to risk. But now let's go ahead and get right into it. Close shot, we're going to put this up to an 86. Driving layup, that's going to go up to an 82. Driving dunk, we're maxing it out at 92, and then as for that standing dunk, this is going to be an 81, and this is what's going to allow us to get 28 badges right here. Look at the category that we're able to finish with though. We're going to be able to get a good amount of Hall of Fame badges when it comes down to the finishing. That is honestly something that I look very forward to. But when it comes down to the shooting, remember, we are going to be able to maintain the sharpshooting takeover. So for the stats on the shooting, you aren't going to need to put them up that much, but honestly, I would say right where I have them at is going to be perfect for the badge count. You're going to want to go with the mid-range of 80, three-point shot 81, and then the free throw going to be a 65. If you go anything higher for those, you're going to mess up the badge counts for the other categories, but also possibly even the build name. Now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at that free throw. I'm going to put it up to a 65. We're going to end up with 24 badges right here. Then onto the playmaking. Pass accuracy, 74. Ball handle, 81. And the speed with ball is going to be a 73 for 22 badges. Now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the defensive side of things. We're going to skip the interior. Perimeter defense will be an 86. Steal, 82. Block, 83. Offensive rebound 74, and the defensive rebound in 83. Now, just by the looks of this build, I really feel like it's going to be able to play like a Kevin Durant build, especially with being a little bit taller than most guards, 6'8". So you're not going to be looking too small out there, but also you're not going to be looking crazy tall at all. So again, it just comes down to how you want to make this build. If you decide to go higher on the height, I feel like you definitely can do that and still maintain the build name. I'm not sure if you will be able to still get 100 badges, but the reason why I made it 6'8" was because I still want to maintain at least a ball handle over 80 to still say that we can play like KD. The defense is there, the shooting with the sharpshooting takeover will definitely be there. As y'all can see, the finishing, Kevin Durant is one of the best finishers when it comes down to the game. And then also when it comes down to the playmaking, paired up with that, really going to make this build even more deadly. But as you can see, the speed is going to be maxed out, acceleration, vertical must be an 80 to unlock every single contact dunk, and for the stamina, I'm going to settle here for a 90, but if you feel like going a little bit higher on that, drop something off from the free throw and then put the rest of the stats into your stamina. Really comes down to what you want to do, but you already seen the badges that we get as well. Going to be a really solid build when it comes down to it. Now, as y'all can see, we get the lockdown takeover. Also going to be getting the sharpshooting, ankle breaking, shot creating to break the ankles, and then we get the finishing, of course. Really, this build is just going to come down to how your playstyle personally is when it comes down to the takeovers. For me, I really feel like it's going to be very overpowered if you pick ankle breaking shots, and then you can pick extreme clamps. Lockdown is always a good takeover to go with, but if you go with limitless range, ankle breaking shots paired up with that, going to be a very toxic build to guard. And as y'all can see, we have made the first ever two-way finisher, 100 plus badges on this build. Remember, you're going to be getting the +4 badges from finishing college, which makes this build even more deadly in my opinion. Really, I can say this is easily the closest thing to a Kevin Durant build that you will find. But now, let's just go ahead and consider a couple different things with this build. So I know that some of y'all won't choose the double shooting takeovers with ankle breaking, shot creating, and then the sharp shooting. So if you decide to change one of those, if you pick the lockdown, that gives you a +10. So let's just go ahead and say with this build that you did pick the lockdown takeover. Also buy boost, which is going to give you a +4 to whatever stat you buy it towards, and then also consider running with a teammate that is going to be running defensive leader. That is going to be +8 from the boost from your teammate and bind them, but also the +10 that you will be getting from the takeover that you decide to pick. So essentially, you will have a 99 perimeter defense, 99 steal, 99 block, very high for the offensive rebound, and a 99 defensive rebound. But if you pick the finishing one, you're going to definitely get a 99 driving dunk, have the potential to get a 99 standing dunk, 99 driving layup, and a 99 close shot. But with the shooting, we definitely will be getting a 99 mid-range and a 99 three-pointer when it's all said and done, especially when you're in takeover activated. Really gonna make this build so much more better than what it shows on paper. As for the playmaking, your ball handle is gonna go up to an 89. Speed with ball will be in the 80s, so do not worry about that. Pass accuracy still will be there, but again, as long as we get a majority of the main stats at 99, that is all going to be good in the end. So now let's go ahead and get into these badges when it comes down to the finishing. First, we're going to go with gold posterizer. Another one that I like, going to be silver, or you could go with bronze fearless finisher, Hall of Fame limitless takeoff, and then I'm going to go with bronze rise up as well as Hall of Fame unstrippable. The last two, I would say Hall of Fame fast twitch, or you could even add in bronze lob city finisher. If you feel like changing up fast twitch, I would go with slithery finisher, also on Hall of Fame. That's the setup that I'm going to be going with when it comes down to the finishing. Now, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. So, I'm going to start with the most important badge, and that is going to go ahead and be Hot Zone Hunter on silver. From here, I'm going to go ahead and add in Hall of Fame Sniper, y'all. Now, we got 15 more badges that we're going to be able to work with. For me, I really like Volume Shooter on bronze as well as Green Machine. From there, I'm going with Silver Catch and Shoot and Deadeye, Silver Blinders, and then we have a couple more badges left over. I'm going to go with Silver Corner Specialist, Bronze, Stop and Pop, and then I'm also going to add in last, Clutch Shooter on bronze. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the playmaking. Got a good amount of badges here that we're going to be able to work with as well. So for my liking, I'm going to go with Quick First Step on silver. Silver, handles for days as well, unpluckable, downhill on Hall of Fame, and now we still got a good amount of badges to use. So for me, for this specific build, I'm going to go with Triple Threat Juke on gold. We got last two remaining, so I'm going to go with Bullet Passer as well as Bailout. If you're running a 1v1 type build, I would take these off and consider trying to put on tight handles, changing up any tier of other badge you can go with. But now, let's go ahead and get into the defense, y'all. So the first one that I'm going to hit y'all with, going to be Gold Intimidator as well as Silver Rebound Chaser. Now, I'm also going to go ahead and add in Gold Clamps. From there, I'm also going to go ahead and say that Interceptor on bronze is going to be really good. Gold Chase Down Artist. Now, we got 9 more remaining badges, so I really like Silver Rim Protector, Then, if you want to, you can go with Hall of Fame Hustler. I feel like that is a really good badge that you should put on. From here, I'm also going to add in Pickpocket, and this is the setup that I'm going to be going with when it comes down to this build. We get 22 playmaking, 26 defensive, 24 shooting, and then we end it off with 28 finishing badges, y'all. Altogether, +4 from college, going to be 100 plus badges. Thank y'all again for coming by and making it to the end. I just gotta say thank God as well for giving us this opportunity to be able to just share this moment in time together. I just want you to know that I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. But man, with all that being said, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. And anybody, yes, anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, the RGF, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But can we get 50 big likes on this banger? Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.